Hello, my 17,000 odd friends, family, haters, fans, men who need some guidance. That's what I'm here to do. That's what you are here for. So let's get into it. There's two things I want to share with you that will change your year, change your life. And I wish someone told me. Not only do I wish someone told me, I wish someone who I would have actually listened to had told me. Because we get good advice sometimes from our dad, from the guy at work, from someone, and we don't always listen to it, do we? Because we're so smart and we fucking know better until we don't. So take it from me, this will change your life. Get a pen and paper out. Values and priorities. Work out what is important to you. In fact, I'm going to go to the second lesson first. I think this will make more sense. So, someone wrote a book. It was a bestseller. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It wasn't me that wrote that book. I could have. The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Isn't that interesting? We have to read a book on how to not give a fuck. And there's a big difference between not giving a fuck what people think about you and just not giving a fuck about anything. Big difference. We're referring to not caring what people think. Now, don't misunderstand what I'm saying here. It's very important that you don't take personally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, every single thing that people throw at you. From names, to thoughts, to ideas, to even just funny looks. Because if you step outside your comfort zone, if you do something different, here's the crazy fucking thing, my guys, like trying, being better, making an effort, wanting something in life, trying to improve, those things separate you from most people. That's a sad state of affairs, but that's the reality. So when you do those things, you also have to simultaneously learn how to not give a fuck. Because if you care too much about what your friends think, what your family thinks, what some hot chick down the road thinks, you're fucked. You'll always be controlled by what people think, feel, and say about you. Now, I'm not saying disregard everything. You can take constructive criticism. In fact, I would suggest finding a mentor, a coach, someone who's done what you want to do. The way I got through life from nowhere and no one to doing things that most people can't do, I would find someone who had done what I wanted to do successfully, and I just grabbed them and I said, hey, tell me what you know, or teach me, or show me, or I'll fucking pay you. Like, just tell me. That's it. But to become good at something, to make something work, I mean, one, having natural talents, skill sets, abilities helps, yeah, absolutely. Maybe coming from a fortunate family or background might help, yeah, absolutely. That also could be a setback, a handicap, if you will. The reason why I have this internal strength, this internal drive, this toughness, if you will, is because I had to be. Whereas someone who grew up in a nice environment, in a nice family, in a nice school, when it's time for them to be tough, they struggle because they don't know how to. So never underestimate or never think that the things that are bad for you right now are actually bad for you. They might be great for you. But you just don't see that yet because you haven't gotten to where you're supposed to go, where you want to go, if you even know. So once we work that out, where we want to go, who we want to be, we need to work out our values. What are our priorities? What do we value and prioritize in our life? Now, Friday night, someone asked to go to the club. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You have free will. God gave you free will to say yes or no. If you don't want to go, say no. If you don't have the money to go, say no. If you're only going so you're seen at the club on Instagram and you get that feeling in your ego the very fucking next day where people see you in the club and it's like, oh yeah, I was there, and you're not even going to enjoy the damn experience, don't go. Because I get it. Large part of my life, especially when I was young and growing and learning, I grew up on the Gold Coast and I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be like everyone else. But then, like I said, I learned that most people don't try, don't want to improve, don't like being different, don't like, etc. And I didn't want to be like those people. So I sacrificed being liked. I sacrificed being cool. I sacrificed what people thought of me to just be me. Now the irony behind that, I'm, in my personal opinion, in my humble opinion, I believe I'm a better person in every single way, shape and form because I don't care what people think. Of my faith, of my values, of my priorities, I know what I want. I know who I am, good and bad, and I accept that. And being able to accept myself, I can accept other people. And by accepting other people, I don't waste my fucking time judging him or her or them. Because I'm too busy doing me. You should be too busy doing you. I don't even know what day it is most days. I'm so busy. That's how you should live your life. If you find time where you can criticize others, you can be negative towards others, you can find problems in society but come up with absolutely no solutions, you probably have too much time on your hands. You probably don't know what you want. And when you get that fucking call on a Friday afternoon or a text, come to the club, you have no reason to say no. Now let's add some time to get perspective. So maybe you're 20 now, maybe you're 30, maybe you're 40. That's the average age of the guys that follow this page. In 10 years' time, who do you want to be? The guy that was known to be at the club every Friday, if you got the text? The guy who's the man at the club? I used to walk up to one particular club in the Gold Coast. I could have 20 people with me, and the bouncers would open the rope and they'd all come in. We just walk past the line. You know what that means in life? You know what that means 10 years later? Fucking nothing. At the time, I felt like I was king of the world. And it means fucking nothing now. Would you rather be that man, or in 10 years' time when you need to buy new tires for the family car so it's safe, you have that money available very easily because you didn't fucking waste your money at the club with people you don't even like, with people you don't even speak to, and you don't even know why you were there because you didn't know what you wanted. You didn't choose what you wanted. You didn't prioritize what you wanted, and you didn't value what you wanted. That's why you were there, motherfucker. Would you rather be that motherfucker catching the bus to work, catching the train, catching public transport, driving a piece of shit because instead of investing in a decent vehicle to get himself to work, or maybe even run his own business, you have multiple vehicles, you spent all your money at the club, or the pub, or the casino, or maybe you're such a fucking loser you managed to do it at home. And you drank yourself stupid while you used a gambling app laying on your couch. That's it. Because here's the thing, whether you're the fucking quote-unquote man, like when I walk into the gym, people pay attention. When I ride my motorcycle, people pay attention. When I do most things in life, I get, for lack of better words, I get a look of respect and admiration. And I'm saying that as modestly as possible, just so you understand what I'm trying to teach you. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care. Because if I care about that, when I was a fucking loser, when I was a nobody, when I had nothing, and people looked at me and treated me like fucking scum, I had to not care then too. So once I started to get everything I wanted, I still don't care. Because at either end of the spectrum, if you worry about what people think about you, what people feel about you, what people want you to do instead of what you want to do, who you should be, you're going to find yourself in that trap, whether you have everything you want or whether you have nothing. And this might sound selfish, this might sound self-centered, I might sound like an arrogant fuck, but like I said, I don't care what you think. Because here I am spending 10 minutes of my time trying to help you, here you are spending 10 minutes of your time judging me, so it speaks for itself. It's not easy to be comfortable with who you are. It's not easy to like and love yourself. But if there's no hate within you, there can be no hate towards anyone else. But if you can't accept you, you'll never accept anyone else. And more to the point, if you don't feel loved, if you don't feel accepted, you're going to seek that elsewhere, whether that be at the club, the pub, the casino, fucking wherever. So instead of paying the price externally, pay the price internally. By investing in your education, by investing in nights in, by investing in sacrifice, by investing in knowledge and learning and tools and all the things that are going to take you exactly where you want to fucking go, and you'll get there. There's no other outcome but for you to get there. But it has to be 100% or nothing. It has to be, I don't give a fuck if I lose everything to get this. Because I'll be getting exactly what I fucking want. And when you get exactly what you fucking want, the people, the friends, the girlfriend, whatever, they're all there. The people who were meant to be there exactly in that point in time will be there. So don't worry about that. Especially this year, my guys, the cost of living, the cost of gas, the cost of everything is going up. So if you don't know how to make more money, you better start living fucking very differently. This fake ass bullshit, Instagram, instant gratification, I'm the fucking man, I have so much money. Like, everyone knows you're a forklift driver at the factory down the road and you earn like $700 a week. I mean, that's not a bad thing. Congratulations, you're probably in the top 10% wealthiest people on the planet. But by modern day women's standard, like, you got no chance. They don't want that. And that's okay. It's not about that, it's about you. It's about what you want. And that could just be the stepping stone to becoming an entrepreneur that creates a forklift company where you have 10 factories of your own. You don't even drive the forklift anymore. You earn $700,000 a week just from profit from your 10 factories. But you're not going to get that if instead of learning about business and making sacrifices and buying your own forklifts and things like that, you're at the fucking club, or you're watching television, or you're doing some stupid shit because you want to be validated, you want to be liked, you want to be comfortable, you want everything to be sunshine and rainbows. Here's the thing. If you want things to be easy, eventually life is going to be hard. That is the deal. But if you choose to do things hard now, your life will be easy. Not only will it be easy, it'll be full of the things that you want. The people, the places, experiences that you want. That is law. That is the way it is. You cannot change that, no matter how many hashtags you put up, no matter how many filters you put on, no matter how much bullshit you spin to yourself and the people around you. Unless you do it hard, Your life will never be better. Your life will never be easier. Your life will never be full of peace and joy and abundance. If you do what is easy every moment you can, if you do what is fun every moment you can, eventually that polar shift, that karmic credit card needs to be paid. And you set yourself up for 20, 30 years of life being very hard. Why do you think women end up single and alone and live with a bunch of cats? Why do you think men end up single and alone and drink in the bar with other single, old, alone men? Do you think they chose that? Technically they did, because 20, 30 years prior, they were doing what was easy. They were doing what was fun. And that is now the consequence, if you will, of doing that. And when you see that guy driving the car that he wants, living the life that he wants, being who he wants to be, and you ask him, how did you get here? What did you do to have this freedom, this lifestyle, this attitude, this confidence? He'll say what I just said to you. I did it fucking hard. It was so hard for so long. That's what she said. It was so hard for so long, you would not believe how hard it is. And here's the thing, if you did know, you wouldn't do it. If I knew how much work I had to do, how much pain, how much sacrifice I had to go through, just to get even remotely close to where I am now, or the things I've accomplished in the past, there's no way I would have done it. But I can flip the script on that for you, and I can tell you it's fucking worth it. And I would pay that price 100 times over if I had to. Because it's the person you become through that pain, it's the person you become through that hard times. Like I said, when I walk into the gym and people think I'm confident, I'm riding my bike and people, I guess the fucking man. That character, that confidence, that aura, that way I carry myself, and I'm just telling you secondhand information. This is not how I see myself. I'm just telling you what people tell me. That came from a baptism of fire that was so hard and so brutal and for such a long I'm talking years, that what people thought of me was the least of my fucking worries. I just wanted to survive. And then I wanted to thrive. And then once I did all that, I worked out that it wasn't about the external world at all. It wasn't about more money, more cars, more women, nothing like that. It was simply understanding who you are and being that. And we all have our own individual purpose, our own individual gift given to us by God or aliens or, whatever you believe in. It was given to you and it's in there. You know what it is. And you just pursue that. It's that simple. So I leave that with you. Priorities, values, and not giving a fuck what people think. That will change your entire year. That will change your entire life. If you just listen to me once this year and do that, your life will never be the same again. And yeah, sure, message me in 10 years' time and say, Dan, I watched this video, it changed my life. Yeah, sure, I appreciate it, but like I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing this for you. I do it for me. Because I know the hundreds and thousands of me's that are out there that were lost, that didn't know what to do, and had no guide, and had no mentor, and had no self-belief. They'll eventually see this, and it'll help them. And that makes me feel good. So leave that with you. God bless. Godspeed.